Welcome to Candy Wrapper 9, a program with backbone. Well, today I'm going to talk on various issues again, and this program is based on my opinion only. Not the Wilmer 10 or the Move Wilmer Forward group or the Vision 2040. This is all my opinion. This is the way I see things. Like I said before, you might see the glass half full, I might see it half empty. Same thing, different opinion. So again, welcome back. Well, let's start out today. As I was down at the post office, I saw this for selective service. So any guy out there that's 18 to 25, that is I'll read this to you. Who must register? Male U.S. citizen and immigrants, documented and undocumented, residing in the U.S. and its territories must register if they are the age of 18 through 25. That is your American duty. I had to do it. You guys do it. Get her done. Okay. Another little tidbit here, a little information for you. Brush site will open on this coming Saturday. Hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 9 through 6 p.m. And just for your information, the Wilmer City is conducting an inspection of all properties citywide for your so-called treasures. So if they don't think that it looks good, you will get a citation. If you do not do something about it, you will get a ticket from the police. Then it will be your obligation to go to the court and discuss it or whatever, pay the fine. So just remember, they're out there. They just started last week when it was warm. It has been implemented and it is in the works. So if you feel you have a messy yard or your neighbors don't like what you got, somebody will rat you out, and it's all in the eye of who's inspecting it, and they have their little rules and regs. You can find it if you look it up. But anyway, enough of that. So I'm going to start here with what's going on in Wilmer again about this city administrator filing her separation agreement. First of all, I'm going to read the definition of city council once again. This will be the third time I've done it. Once on this program, once at city council. So we will do it again so people fully understand. Don't listen to the people out there, this Wilmer 10, Move Wilmer Forward group, Vision 2040. They are only a select few people that want to push their ideas onto you and want you to change. We all have our opinions. That's fine. They can say what they want. But the little things that they go through to get their way is really pretty sad. So, city council, a municipal body having legislative and administrative powers, ordinances, and appropriating funds. It is a legislative body that governs a city, town, municipality, or government area. People, it's really simple. They have the power for certain things, but people can't understand it and they can't get a grip on it. Respect. This word is used a lot by, again, those people that are trying to change our ways of thinking and my ideas. I don't like it. It's right here. I don't need somebody to tell me what it is. I know what respect is. And there's a lot of people that aren't getting it. And the ones that feel that they aren't getting it, well, what do? They have a little old-fashioned town hall meeting, lynch party, to destroy other people's lives who are doing their job. Again, that's my opinion. If you don't like it, hit the off button on your remote. Respect. On a practical level, respect includes taking someone's feelings, needs, thoughts, ideas, wishes, and preferences into consideration. It means taking all of these seriously and giving them worth and value. In fact, giving someone respect seems similar to valuing them and their thoughts, feelings, etc. It also includes acknowledging them, listening to them, being truthful with them, and accepting their individuality and idiosyncrasies, which some of our people have a hard time doing. There's people on Facebook that like to delete and block people because they don't have the same idea as the person writing. Now, why do you block people and why do you delete people? When you have a public page and you like to brag and you like to do all this, but you can't take the heat, and that's what's going on right here. People, I don't know, you're all hypocritical. And how many of you went to church, you people out there that are pushing this meeting, you Wilmer 10, 15, whatever it is, Move Wilmer Forward Group, Ken Warner and his little chamber boys, you talk about the Magnificent Five or the Silent Five, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to call them the Magnificent Five. But how about all these little chamber people out there that are trying to sway? Just because it's money-based, they want somebody to give them what they want so they can make more money or to look more important than Wilmer. You people aren't any more important. I'll put myself in the little guys category. You think you're something special over me? I don't think so. And I don't need you talking for me. Again, that's why I have this program. I'm going to do a couple corrections here on letters that were in the paper. Some deletions, which always happens. Pat Harding just wrote a letter in there about Charlene's deal. It was performance-based. But the Tribune didn't put in there, here's a paragraph. It says, if I remember correctly, the paper printed about a year ago that the council was dissatisfied with Miss Stevens' job performance at that time. Why has it come to this? Again, it's nothing real special, but it shouldn't have been deleted because the Tribune had said something, but they didn't want to say that they did. You know, there's people out there, the Tribune is one, they forget what they write in the past. I don't forget what you write. I document it, and if it seems like I heard it before, I'll go look it up. And there's also people out there that forget what they talk about. Again, skeletons are rattling in the closet, people. Shouldn't do that, you're pretty hypocritical. There's another one. Bob Enos wrote a letter about some of these people writing on Facebook. And he mentioned in there Facebook friends who encourage certain people, include Tribune reporters Ann Polta and Linda Vander Werf, whatever her name is. And they labeled some of these rants as ignorant, card-carrying members of the Flat Earth Society. Again, Tribune, 2 writers, and Tribune didn't want to put that in. Here's another one. Now this comes right from Wayne Nelson's iPad. This is a copy off of his iPad. Wayne Nelson sent from my iPad. This is about the community town hall meeting. I'm not going to read all this because I'm totally against this witch hunt, as Audrey always says. And again, who's responsible for this? And then as Audrey says, what difference does it make? Let's just move on. Well, you people can't seem to move on. But in here it says, if the people who attend want to talk, it goes on the list. If someone wants to say, find better people to run for election, it goes on the list. Here's the best one. If someone says, let's burn the Tribune, it goes on the list. You really think so? No. I think them first two, they're really gunning for, but Tribune would put that in there because they said burn the Tribune. So again, what's written in the paper, and people that write letters to the editor, it's your time, but their dime. So they delete, they chop, they block, they do whatever they want, they change headlines, titles, you know. It's a sad thing, but that's the way Wilmer works. Another one for you out there. Okay, I'm going to read this. I like this one. This was written by John Tradup, December 18th of 2013. It says, define city administrator's role. I'm not going to read the whole thing because some of it just isn't. I'm going to just put what he says here. As I see it, the city administrator's duties expanded over the years to the point that the administrator came both power hungry and money hungry and were allowed to make decisions that rightly belong to the council. As a longtime Wilmer taxpayer, I think it's time for the current council to take the bull by the horns and mandate that the Charter Commission rewrite the duties of the city administrator, making it clear that the council is in charge of running the city's business as they were elected to do, and to make the administrator's position an advisory one only. The administrator should be carrying out duties authorized and mandated by the council, nothing more, nothing less. Based on some elections in the past, I'd say the public is disgusted with the attitude of some public officials and have acted accordingly in electing new people. While I'm writing, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank residents from the area who have said thanks to our mayor for standing up for what he believes in, namely holding the line on unnecessarily spending, to which I say amen. Now, the mayor is not this mayor. It was Mayor Yanish. So, again, that was written 2 years ago, people, just about a year and a half ago. And it still holds true to today. Some of you can't get a grip on the city council's, not so much the power, but what's been written with their authority to do certain things. Again, I am so tired of reading in the paper, online, that Miss Stevens was terminated. I used the word fire once. She was not terminated. And Charlene, why haven't you spoke up against this? Why don't you make a little statement backing all this stuff? I know why. Sad thing. And if we're getting all this heat because we hired this gal, well, maybe she wasn't the gal that we needed. Here's one letter that Steve Almond wrote January 5th of this year. My own view on leadership. I just want to say a couple things here. It says, true leadership is shown when an issue of controversy is brought up and exposed to the public, knowing that your actions will expose you to retaliation from those affected by your action. Boy, that was in January, and here it's March, and it's really showing, isn't it? Retaliation. Fear stimulates retaliation. True leadership is knowing that before you bring your thoughts to public action, you are exposing yourself to differing views. I'm not going to read the whole thing here, but he said it all. And he has got, you people, how many of you went to church yesterday? Did you go for redemption? Or did you go for support of this issue? Can you separate church from state? I don't think so. And for the preachers out there that are talking on Sunday about this issue, shame on you. Sunday's supposed to be the Sabbath day. If you can't drop it, and maybe you're in the wrong position. And you people sitting in the pews out there, if you can't go with an open mind, well, there's an issue there too. Sorry, that's why I don't go anymore. People like you. Not all of you, but you know the ones I'm talking about. Well, here's a good one. Well, this is a letter from Wayne Nelson, dated May 4th, 2013. On behalf of the Move Wilmer Forward, we would like to extend our thanks to the Mayor, City Council, Administration, and City staff for their part in approving the tax abatement for the Torgerson properties, Wilmer Legacy Project. In addition, we'd also like to thank Tom Torgerson and the TPI organization for reinvesting in the community. Well, here he's thanking the council because they did what they wanted them to do. They did their job. But now what's he doing? Hypocritical Wayne Nelson? Now he's just on the opposite. Now he's banging them because he didn't get his way, or they feel they didn't get their way. Wah, get over it. You know, I'm not even going to write what he says about Move Wilmer Forward Group, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in Wilmer 2040. I believe in Vision 2015, 2016, 2017. Because if this is going on right now, hey, 2040 isn't going to matter. Let's take it a day at a time, year at a time. But let's have that open mind, and remember, these guys were voted in by you people. And now are you poor losers? Hey, I didn't vote for Obama. I don't like the guy. But what am I going to do? Have a town meeting, try to recall him? They should, in my opinion. But I'm not dwelling on it like you guys. Grow up. So here, Mr. Nelson, this is when he retired and had his little picture in the paper. Big shot. Feels he's more special than us little guys that have busted our tail and helped make Wilmer the way it is. Some of you out there saying, oh yeah, it's Skor's program, yeah, that's really, hey, again, if you don't like it, boom, hit the off button. If you can't handle it, I'll be happy to come over and educate you on how that works. Mr. Nelson says, this is Wayne now, there's no question that the town he grew up in has been moving forward. And he points business growth and increasing diversity has expanded the workforce. Well, that's pretty no-brainer to figure that one out. Change is good, he said. You have to be willing to accept change. You have to be a change agent, he says. If you don't like change, it's going to happen anyway. Hey, Wayne, did you forget what you wrote? Are you that hypocritical? Yeah, you people. Remember, from one day to the next, you're going to stick your neck out and you're going to try to ruin somebody else's life? That says it all right there. How you hypocritical person? That's not what I wanted to say. You know, he said one of the questions he's been asked is if he's going to move away from their long hometown. What for? We're not moving. We have no reason to move. Well, my opinion, maybe you should. People out there aren't going to like this. I don't care. I'm tired. This is my town. 63 years here. I've paid my dues. I don't like somebody like him. I used to have respect for this guy when he used to play, I think they used to call him Gunner in school. He was a good athlete. Different story. It's just like what they say. Knowing Charlene on the outside is different than working with her. Knowing this guy when I grew up from where he is now, totally different. Don't like it. Sorry. It's just my opinion. Okay. Here's another one. That Mr. Calvin said, our new mayor. It's been very rewarding hearing what each person brings to the table and what they view as our most important next steps, Kelvin said. Why isn't he supporting his council people? You guys that say this stuff, one's got a lynch mob going, the other one he isn't saying nothing because, boy, some of these Move Woomer Forward people said, geez, that's not the mayor we voted for. Oh, now so he feels bad. Kelvin, have some nads, man. Stand up there. You wanted the position. Now you handle it, and you handle it like you're supposed to. I can't. Enough. So anyway, here again, this one, Capitol Fireworks. Senate seeks to suspend pay increases for Dayton commissioners. Man, they had a whole hoo-ha going, uprising. I didn't see them having any lynch mob out there to get this guy who started this deal about suspending those pay increases. They didn't have some special little town hall meeting. Come on. That's for children. But again, people, Charlene, if you don't know, Charlene just signed her separation agreement. Now that separation agreement was written up about a week before the council meeting. As I was told, council were supposed to get that on Friday before the meeting. Well, through some snafu again, they didn't get it till Monday. But everybody got it. So everybody knew about it. These three, not so much Andrew, because he's the FNG out there, but Charlene and Dennis, they knew just as much as everybody else did. But boy, they just got to dwell on this stuff, and I'm tired of it. She did not get fired. She wrote up a separation agreement, which got accepted. Okay? End of story, people. So anyway, yesterday morning she signed the agreement, so it's a done deal, which probably was pretty much done anyway. That says she doesn't want to be here, people. I don't get it. I'm going to just talk a little bit about the council meeting. There was, I call it Hunt for Red Herrings. You ever seen that movie, Hunt for Red October? And the red herrings are those 5 councilmen. And boy, there's a hunt out for them guys right now. But anyway, why at the council meeting was there not one co-worker of Charlene's that spoke up for her? And there's what, 6 of them sitting there at every council meeting? Bruce Peterson, Kevin Halliday, etc. And not one of them has spoke up as of today. I didn't see her husband there. If that's such a good, solid bond, I would be speaking up for mine if I felt she was in the wrong. Maybe he did. Hey, maybe he doesn't want to stick his neck out there either. But why? I'm just saying, people, something isn't right here. Oh, man. People on the council are called woman haters. Who accepted her resume? Who voted her in? Simple. They're not woman haters. Matter of fact, there was a gal who ran for the EDC. I will not mention her name. But there are guys from the EDC that didn't want her on there because certain people from Move Woomer Forward, from the chamber, said, no, we don't want her on there. So these guys weren't doing in their heart. These guys need to be told. See, that's what's happening here. We have a certain group trying to run Woomer. Oh, it isn't? It isn't the city council. And I'm going to say even Audrey in the council, the whole council. It's a few on the council that are listening to these people, but again, it's these 10 to 15 people run by the Chamber of Commerce Big wig Ken Warner. My opinion, again, don't like it, boom, end of story, shut it off. But people, these guys didn't want to take this gal on the EDC. Who's a woman hater? Hey, and I was told there was another gal that voted against her. No, this is gal versus gal. Well, she can't be a woman hater. Well, what is she? Woman's liber, but she, I don't get it. You guys, you sit and nitpick, but you forget what you do in the past. It's so hypocritical. Oh man, am I at 25 minutes already? Wow. Time goes when you're having fun. So anyway, I want to talk about this coal handlers lawsuit. There's a few on Facebook that are complaining about that. Oh, we had to give him, I don't know, $150,000. And of course, Bruce Gahm, we had to give him $200,000. That wasn't just the city council behind that, people. Who didn't do their homework? Bruce Gahm, who hired him, down the road. Point the fingers if you're going to point fingers at the right people. Get your facts straight before you start twisting them, please. Hey, a few of you out there like and want attention, so you bring all this nasty stuff on Willmar. Your big regional center. Shame on you, way to go. Clarkfield councilman gets restraining order against mayor. Boom. That might happen here. I'm going to read this real quick. I think I can make it. Appalled at city mayor's behavior. This is written by Randy Hotz years ago. As a frequent watcher of Willmar Council meetings on RAC 8, I was appalled by the behavior of Mayor Heike displayed during the course of voting on the street improvement project. The way he conducted himself and the outcome of the vote was very disturbing. I too would have liked to have seen the project approved. However, I commend Councilman Christensen, Jim Dockin, and Cindy Swenson for voting against it. Isn't this why we elect people? Excuse me. I lost my place. Isn't this why we elect people to represent us? It seems the mayor has his own agenda, and if you don't vote his wishes, you are then subject to the wrath and outburst. Chastising these three individuals in public for their voting and then demanding an explanation on why they voted the way they did was uncalled for. Then to slam his gavel for recess and storm out was not becoming of a person we elected to lead us. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I'm running out of time, but people, there again, just that tells you nothing has changed. It's the same thing, but again, you can't keep bashing these people that are doing their job. You elected them. Hey, get over it. Let their terms go. I didn't see 99.9% of you people that are speaking up. I didn't see your face or anything that you were running for any public office. If you want to make a change, then you put your neck on the line and see how you like it. But I think it's time to either speak up or shut up, but quit speaking up in the negative way you're doing. This is a white-on-white issue. What are you showing the other cultures in Willmar? If the whites can't get along, and you upper echelon whites coming down on us lower whites, what's that show to the other people? You guys should be ashamed of yourself. But I'm going to keep doing this program because I can be a voice for the small guy out there, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So until the next time on Candy Wrapper 10, hopefully this stuff is pretty much calmed down by then, but I really doubt it because some of you guys can't let go. But I've spoke way too long, so again, try to find a reason to smile, and we'll see you on Candy Wrapper 10. Thank you.